At state visits, walkabouts, and public appearances, Prince William and Princess Catherine are the picture of sophistication and royal protocol. Still, they sneak in some occasional PDA, and the interactions captured on camera are royally cute. When Prince William finally popped the question to then-girlfriend Kate Middleton, the public let out a sigh of relief. Princess Catherine had been waiting for so long for a proposal that she had even garnered the nickname Waity Katie. And when the couple announced their engagement, they were absolutely beaming. Their interlocked arms and nervous but excited glances at one another were adorable. Sitting down for their official engagement interview on November 16, 2010, the newly engaged couple described the moment William got down on one knee during a trip to Kenya. Catherine, stunning in blue and wearing Diana Spencer's iconic sapphire and diamond engagement ring on her finger, said, "It was very romantic. There's a true romantic in there." William agreed, then explained a little more about the timing.
As every guy out there will know, it takes a certain amount of motivation to get yourself going, and then it just felt really right out in Africa. It was beautiful.
Prince William and Princess Catherine follow royal protocol pretty much to the letter. They're poised, balanced, and always ready with their game faces. But that hasn't stopped them from sharing a little PDA every now and then. While attending the BAFTA Awards in 2023, the public was stunned to see Catherine not only touch her husband, something she rarely does in public, but give him a flirty pat on the butt. According to a Daily Mail interview with lip reader Sophie Martel, Catherine spotted a couple engage in a little butt tap within the crowd that had gathered near the red carpet. She turned to William to ask if he'd witnessed the exchange too, saying, "That man, he tapped her on the bottom." William replied, "Did he?" And then, in an uncharacteristically candid moment, Catherine demonstrated by giving William his own flirty butt tap on the red carpet, no less. As always, their appearance at the awards was heavily watched with crowds craning to see them, but Catherine was feeling saucy and didn't hesitate to show it. Athletes from around the world descended on London for the 2012 Olympic Games. Naturally, the royal family was out in full swing to support Team Great Britain. Of course, any fan of Prince William and Princess Catherine knows that the couple are in fact quite sports-oriented. Both played a variety of sports in their younger years, and William plays polo to this day, so it's no surprise that they were frequently in the stands during the 2012 Olympics. The royal couple were cheering on Team Great Britain during the men's track cycling event when they, seemingly in reaction to the success on the track, embraced each other in an adorable hug. Catherine was all smiles in her official Adidas Olympic team polo shirt, and William was beaming alongside her. To make their appearance at the event even sweeter, William and Catherine participated in the wave as it moved through the stands. Like his father, King Charles, William is a dedicated conservationist who puts his money where his mouth is. As one of the founders of the Earthshot Prize, every year William awards €1 million to each of 5 winners who come up with innovative and dynamic solutions to the climate crisis.
The urgency needed to save the planet is ever accelerating, while the time we have to make meaningful changes is ebbing away.
The prize winners are celebrated at the Earthshot Prize Awards, and the event held in 2021 gave royal fans an absolutely lovely moment of PDA between William and Princess Catherine. In a behind-the-scenes shot, Catherine and William were caught laughing as they wrapped their arms around each other's waists. The fact that the picture was circulated in black and white made the moment seem timeless. Catherine, of course, made headlines at the 2021 awards for re-wearing a dress she had been seen in a decade prior, rocking a stunning lilac purple Alexander McQueen gown that she had previously worn to the BAFTA Awards. Catherine made a definitive statement that recycling your wardrobe is not beneath a royal. William, meanwhile, looked handsome in a velvet tuxedo jacket, and the pair's sweet moment of PDA reminded everyone that they were and are a loving couple on a mission to better the world. Intimate interactions between Prince William and Princess Catherine are so limited that even a shared glance can stop a royal watcher in their tracks. When the couple traveled stateside to attend the 2022 Earthshot Prize Awards, their American fans came out in droves to catch a glimpse of them. And once again, William and Catherine did not disappoint. Catherine looked beautiful in a green column gown that she accessorized with the iconic emerald and diamond choker Princess Diana once wore as a headband. William, on the other hand, looked dapper as ever, and the two walked the carpet like seasoned pros. Though they hit their standard no-contact poses for the cameras, William and Catherine snuck in a number of sweet interactions, smiling and touching each other on the arm in a supportive and flirtatious manner. To say that they looked like royal rock stars while doing so is an understatement. Everyone knows pregnancy isn't easy, and if you're a working royal, on your feet, traveling throughout the Commonwealth, shaking hands, wearing heels, it's a lot. Princess Catherine's 3 pregnancies were challenging in both a professional and physical sense. She suffered from hyperemesis gravidarum each time. Catherine opened up about the experience on Giovanna Fletcher's Happy Mum, Happy Baby, saying, "It was utterly rotten. I was really sick. I wasn't eating the things I should be eating, and yet the body was still able to take all the goodness from my body and to grow new life, which I think is fascinating." Catherine said of her pregnancies, "William didn't feel he could do much to help, and it's hard to see your suffering without actually being able to do anything about it." The couple's third child, Prince Louis, was born on April 23, 2018. And when the two stepped out of London's St. Mary's Hospital with their newborn son, William was right there with a sweet and supportive hand around Catherine's waist as she held tiny Louis. The couple couldn't have looked more in sync with one another. Anyone who considers themselves a royal fan knows that it was on the polo field that then Prince Charles and Diana Spencer shared their most intimate moments of PDA. And it seems as though Prince William and Princess Catherine have followed in their footsteps. One of their most publicly affectionate days came when William was competing at a charity polo match in Windsor in 2022. William and his team took home the winning trophy, raising over $1 million for charity in the process. Congratulating her husband on his victory, Catherine gave William a kiss on the cheek and embraced him in a half hug in the process. That's quite a lot of PDA for a couple that follows the royal rules to a T. It was a big day for royal fans dying for a glimpse of any physical interaction between the pair. After the match, William and Catherine wrapped their arms around each other's waists as they walked off the field. Royal etiquette expert Micah Meyer told People that it's up to William and Catherine to make the call about public displays of affection, saying, "Senior members of the royal family would likely not be told how to interact. The royals often adjust PDA to mirror the formality of the event they are attending."
Be careful what you say now, because these guys, they're filming.
I know.
Meyer explained that William and Catherine would curtail their physical displays of affection if they were at any kind of event that was more formal or sad in nature. She explained, "At a somber or more formal event, we are less likely to see PDA than at a casual event where it would be deemed more fitting." As part of their roles as senior members of the royal family, Prince William and Princess Catherine have traveled across the world to represent the monarchy and advocate for causes and charities close to their hearts. Embarking on a 10-day trip to New Zealand in 2014 with a very young Prince George, William and Catherine garnered even more favor from the public. They represented themselves as loving parents, with their eyes firmly set on respecting the culture and people of New Zealand. Greeted by Prime Minister John Key as they disembarked the plane, William, Catherine, and George, who was just 8 months old at the time, looked the picture of royal sophistication while doing so. In an interview with The Guardian, Key remarked, "I don't think their enthusiasm for coming to New Zealand has been dampened at all by the fact it was a little bit wet on the tarmac." The tour was a rousing success. The couple embraced traditional displays of haka, respected the traditions of the indigenous peoples, and even gave George time to shine. If royal watchers weren't pleased enough, a candid moment of PDA between the couple was caught on camera while they attended the Ripper Rugby event at Forsyth Bar Stadium toward the end of their tour. It wouldn't be a roundup of Prince William and Princess Catherine's cutest moments of PDA without including their iconic kiss on the balcony of Buckingham Palace following their wedding. And in the years since, experts have deciphered exactly what William and Catherine said to one another while waving to the crowds. "Wow," Catherine said when she stepped out onto the balcony, taking in the moment and the thousands of people gathered to celebrate their wedding. After exchanging a quick kiss to satisfy the cheering fans, William said to Catherine, "Let's give them another one. I love you. One more kiss, okay?" Of course, the couple's second kiss made the crowd roar with approval, and if there was one moment that proved just how influential William and Catherine would become as the royal family's most dynamic couple, that was it.